Hello and welcome to today's weekly show, Join Your Requests Live. We are going live wherever we can. As we speak, there's only one more place that I need to click to go live and update the title. Paste. Come on, right click. Okay, right click doesn't want to allow me paste. And I thought I'm gonna have everything prepared this time to stream. As you see, my camera is already set, which normally I would be doing this during the stream. And my mic isn't correctly positioned, which I'll also fix in a second. Okay, and we are live as well. Great, excellent. So, hello, say hi in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you see me? And how are you today? I'm doing well. Okay, so let's open this chat. Great, and let's open this chat here as well. Alright, lovely. And let's correct the position of this, which I need to rotate. MX MX Brio Logitech webcam. Transform, rotate 90 degrees clockwise. What? Oh, not this one. Jeez. Okay. Droidcam Note 20. Rotate. Transform. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Okay. Oh, that's... What's... And I thought I have everything figured out. Always something. What's up with this? Okay. I'm just gonna maybe... Maybe I just gonna... Because if I do this, it only disconnects over here. Flip 180. I mean rotate, okay? But why are you cropped? You're not cropped, I just need to reposition my camera. Is that so? Oh no. Go back. Hi Switzerland lover. I think if we're gonna have some moderators here, they're gonna help with choosing what we're gonna draw today. Thanks for joining. How are you? How's everybody today? I just need to correct this, and we're gonna go through the agenda for today, like in a meeting, and then we're gonna be drawing. Hi, hello. Do you mind selecting some of the requests? You can pin a request. It's only like for 60 seconds, but not yet. I'm just trying to fix my canvas because as always something doesn't want to work. You know what would be great? It would be great if we managed to cross 10,000 followers on TikTok this year, but it's okay if we won't. Okay, so I have this canvas. Okay, normally I would have it this way. So all I need to do is rotate my camera, which I was not doing because I'm charging the phone as well, and the charging cable is in the way of the... Okay, so this is it, that works. Whew. Success. Okay, so agenda for today. If you haven't seen it, there's the new video with Kabi. Give it a like, give it a watch. It's only 7 seconds. I by mistake deleted the 30 seconds, the full drawing process, but I re-edited that, and that's gonna be out. If not today, then tomorrow. Probably, possibly. We're streaming on multiple platforms. So thanks for being here. Okay, so agenda for today. So the way it's gonna be an hour long show. The way I see it, I'm gonna draw one request, talk a little bit, draw another request, talk a little bit. So we probably will get like 7 requests in, or maybe 10. It all depends about, you know, if we're gonna just do them black and white and so on and so forth. Now, because I am streaming from my Windows laptop, which is both used from Germany, but I don't have my Wacom connected to it. Well, it's being from Germany, it's not the reason, but it doesn't have Alt DP port, if that makes any sense. So my MacBook, I have all the setup well prepared, but on this I don't. So we're gonna be drawing by hand, and I think that's all right as well. Okay, so agenda for today, right? So a couple of things I wanted to discuss. Number one, my object comic. So do you remember how it's called? It's called, yes, I'm making an object comic. I'm feeling like talking with myself. It's called Internal Objects. And I think the short would be IO, which I think it's awesome because it's something to do with tech, I guess. New camera, which I don't have yet, but I will talk about it as well. I would like to pimp up this streaming process in high hopes that it's gonna be successful and I can do it as a full-time job, and it can be, well, improve along the way. And what else? Well, we can chat a little bit about my Ugreen case for traveling for cables, because that was a big mistake. And my comic book, which is the most important for me. I spent 15 years this year since I started to draw it, and I'm so close finishing. It's called Dan and Clue Diet, and it's a series. I think most of my comic books, if not all, are series. And the first volume, it's called Diet, and I have planned 9 volumes in the series because 9 is my favorite number. So, you know, fingers crossed, I can manage, it's gonna be successful, and I can manage to, well, you know, successful enough so I can manage drawing that for like until I'm 70 or 80, or get some other people drawing this. This is cool. I got it for like €2 on a yard sale, not a yard sale, but like a local people. And it rotates for exactly almost 60 seconds, and just at the end it turns the rotation spin. Spinning top, high spell book. Thanks. I never know how to call those things. It always reminds me about that in, not Interstellar, the other Nolan movie. Wait for it, and it's gonna spin the other way. So I try to make this brighter. I have my LED lamp over here. I also changed my camera settings so I'm not as overexposed because of this light. So it should work better. My computer should work with those multiple streams. I think there's 3 streams going out. Yeah. So let's draw something, shall we? Now I have this here, and I'm here, so I'm kind of far away from it like this. So that's gonna be, well, it is what it is. Folks, any requests? What should we draw today? We have 3 amazing people on TikTok, and we have 1 person on YouTube, and we have 1 person on Twitch. Say hi in the chat. Yeah. You know what? We might just as well draw that spinning top, and that's gonna be definitely a character in my object show comic, webcomic. Printer from Animatic Battle. Okay, this can wait. I think this is gonna be a great object, because like what I like is like all the objects around me and around you, you can use them, you can make characters. I don't remember a character being a spinning top. And that's gonna be awesome. I actually have 2 of them. let me pin your comment, Spellbook. And I should change the focus so it's not auto but manual, so it won't be jumping when I'm drawing. Okay, great. That is Kabi from Intimate II. Check out the video if you haven't, it's on my channel. I'm gonna post one more, longer one. Mostly short videos do well, but sometimes longer do well, seldom, but they do. And I like sharing the entire drawing process rather than, you know, those damn 7-second cuts which are just brainwash, brain rot slop. But at least it's not AI slop. Okay. So I will let my moderators keep tabs on the requests because I cannot monitor them all because we have 6 people. That's too much for me to monitor and manage. But you see the rules if you're on TikTok. Send your requests only once, please, because you will be seen. Okay, so is the pin already gone? Pinned message from Spellbook. Ah, jeez. Spellbook says, I don't think I've seen one of them in a show. Well, this is great. You know, like, you need to be careful with what you're sharing online because somebody can just use that and create a character like this. But I think that's okay anyway, because the character will be different as your personality is different. I was really scared about sharing even the name of my show, Object Comic Webcomic, before I actually have some pages ready. But again, we're gonna get to that in a moment. Okay, so can you draw table from Groundskeeper? Spellbook, where was your request? What did you request? Ed? Because I don't see it now. Did you remove your request? Printer from Animatic Battle, thank you. Okay, let's pin that once again. Okay, thanks. Let's see how that looks. Printer, Animatic Battle. You know those draw. If you have been here before, hey, welcome back. If you're here the first time, hello, I'm Seb, and I help you draw better. Well, that's the whole point. I don't have slogans ready yet, or you know, taglines. They are called somewhere. But what I'm getting at is drawing requests kind of consumes too much energy from me, and because I'm feeling like I'm chased by all the requests and people are only here to see the requests being drawn by me. So for my mental state it's not great, but I can do it once a week for sure. That's not gonna be draining, but I used to do it like every stream. So in the future streams in between, you know, I'm gonna be showing what I'm working on, some coloring, some drawing. We can draw like I did before. I will draw that printer in a second, trust me. So like in the last stream, this is all okay, so we draw this in the stream that took about an hour or even less, and then in another stream we drew this. I know he doesn't look like Glenn Powell, but he will be eventually. It's a, you know, work in progress. All right, yes, so and we've been using this. The whole idea of drawing your requests was because I have this, that it's not a sticky pad, so I just wanted to use those pages. And what better way than to draw your request? And I need to get a new pen because this one, new marker, because this one is failing on me, like all these damn markers do. Fortunately, I have a supply. So let's use a new one. It's the supply of my markers from Amazon, in case you're curious. Just a medium Staedtler with one chisel. Oh no, it's not chisel, it's just ballpoint. And I can throw away the old one because it drives me mad when they are drying. All right, folks, we're gonna be drawing Printer from Animatic Battle for Spellbook. I have a dot there. And it's a cool request because I haven't drawn it before. I hope you can see it well enough. I cannot go closer. Again, we'll talk about it. Okay, so printer. You know what's funny? That printer looks like my new printer, which is much closer to the printer than the one I had in the past. Because it also has this segment with 3 different colors ink. So it only confirms that everything is connected, and we are all connected one way or the other. Paper tray. Doesn't, oh, that's the, oh, these are the arms. Sorry, these arms took me by surprise. To speed things up, I think we're just gonna be doing, we're not gonna be doing colors today. It's a really cool idea to have the face on the paper slot. I like it. I like it a lot. Some characters it's almost impossible to draw without actually using colors. That's just the nature of those object shows, but well, we will see how it goes. Maybe we're gonna add some color from time to time. I used to do like kind of a try to make them, draw them in 60 seconds, and I put a clock on the timer, I mean, you know, but that was taking even forever. I mean, twice as long, because I had to set it up every time, and I hate stress. I hate deadlines, time stress, like, so I think this is better, and I don't think it's gonna take any longer than. All right, so here we are. Says he won't be using color, and he starts to use color immediately after, because he cannot help himself, for the love of and blue. Where's the blue? All right, here we go. There's the printer from Animatic Battle for you. Hope you like. I'll be sharing those as an image post probably sometime later. Hey Totato, hello. Great you could join. How are you? And how's everybody, by the way? Say hi in the chat. So this is our first that we drew today for Spellbook, printer from Animatic Battle. Spellbook says they love it and they thank so much. Awesome, great. I'm delighted, and thanks for the request. Oh yes, and the second, oh, Nor Elliot, hello and welcome. It's great you could join us on YouTube, and thanks for all the nice comments you've been leaving under the videos. I really appreciate it. All right, so now before we drew another one, and you know, if there's 10 people on TikTok, that's crazy. Oh. What topic? Okay, so the topic, new camera, because before you reply, and the next time I will let you choose the topic. So new camera, right? The trouble with my setup now is I have only my phone camera. Yo, hello. Milenix, it's hard for me to pronounce your name because of ones and other numbers, but do not need to envy my drawing so much, because it just takes practice, you know. I was terrible when I was younger, and I'm terrible now as well, because I have high expectations. But it's not about being, it's all about practice, really, you know. It's all good in a sense. And comparison is a thief of joy, no point. So you can be even better than me, that's all I'm saying. But there's one how do you say, one catch, right? You need to be passionate about drawing. If you love drawing, if you're passionate about it, then you have it made in a way, because it just takes practice and time to get better at it. And you know what's beautiful? You don't actually see how bad you are when you're drawing. You see a little bit, but not enough to let you stop drawing and never go back to it, which is great. And the better you get, you will always see how you can improve, and that's beautiful, because you will never get bored with drawings. And once you get a good, stable style you have and you feel comfortable drawing, then you can even experiment more with different ways of how to draw and express yourself, and, you know, create compositions. So it's just amazing. It's amazing thing. It's amazing process. And the camera is, we have the camera disappeared. Yeah. So I'm using my Samsung Note 20 Ultra, right? Which is the last one that had as a webcam here to see what I'm drawing. I might be lagging for a little bit. It says I have an unstable connection, which I shouldn't. But the only way I can connect this, it's via Wi-Fi. I could actually connect it with a cable as well to the Windows PC, but I don't have it figured out. So that's using bandwidth, and it disconnects from time to time. It's not stable, and that upsets me. And also I cannot have it too close to the drawing, right? So I cannot show you the drawing without actually having camera closer to the illustration, but then it blocks my point of view, and it's in my way, it's blocking me. And I never kind of owned a good proper camera where you can change the lens. So, you know, this is okay when I take it close to you, but I wouldn't be able actually to be drawing if it was that close to the camera. So I used Sony ZV-E10, which is one of those vlogging cameras, but they are very light. You can connect it with USB to a MacBook or Windows, and you can use it as webcam, as this phone. And it's 4K, so I think I can have it far away, but zoom in OBS in my streaming program, so then you can see crisp imaginary when I'm drawing. With poor light conditions, it will be still better than this, you know, small phone camera. So I'm really excited about that, and I asked ChatGPT, and he recommended a Sony Macro 13mm lens, which I also got used. I mean, they are being shipped as we speak. So I really hope to elevate this, and I'm really excited to see how that's gonna work. And it's gonna be finally connected with a wire. It's gonna finally, and I will have my phone to use it as a phone when I'm streaming, to look it up something or to reply to spam messages, because that's all the calls I get, you know. So excited about this. Can you check YouTube live comment? So I see YouTube live comments, like I've seen your comments, Nor Elliot, there, like you said, I'm back, I have no power. Oh, I has no power. I've seen that. Are you talking about those comments? I'm streaming in vertical and I saw your comments there. Sorry, horizontal. But vertical streams, I cannot, I don't have a... If you're watching on YouTube in vertical, apologies, but I cannot see your chat. I can only see chat in YouTube horizontal, or Twitch horizontal, or TikTok vertical. It's the way that I have this setup. YouTube rolled out this, is rolling out this feature when you can stream, you know, both horizontal and vertical at once using just one chat, but I don't have it yet. And the way it's kind of a clunky at the moment, because the horizontal chat is just like a central crop of the horizontal one, so I would need to keep that in mind, and then you won't be able to see my face if I'm just using the horizontal stream. But you know, high hopes. Let's see the chat there. some requests from people. We went from 10 to 5. That's kind of a... Potato is tired but good, and you? I think I'm tired and good as well. I was really sick in the last few days. I took some pills to get better, and today I finally woke up and feel okay. Because my throat was like, you know, in pain, and my head was killing me for 2 days in a row. We had very strong winds 3 or 4 days ago, so maybe that's why that's where I got sick. Spellbook, your art is good, don't say that. Oh, thank you. I need to remind myself that, because, you know, when I look at some comic books that are published by Penguin and all of those, you know, big publishing houses, I know that the art quality is, I know everybody has different styles, right? But the level of detail, the level of imaginary ideas, it's like not kind of, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so good, you know, but it is, you know, a little bit below of my skills. And I really shouldn't be like up in my head about it. You're right, Spellbook. Clue asks, can you draw 2 from Teapot? And it's not my clue from Dan and Clue, it's COLOU, exclamation mark. I can draw 2 from Teapot. I drew it many times, so I can draw it once again. 10 from BFDI. I don't think I drew 10 that many times. And Nor Elliot asks, can you draw a sprout mole from Omori? Hehe. You know, that's probably 10 is fun to draw sometimes. You know what? Everything is fun to draw sometimes. But your own characters and creations, I think, are fun to draw all the time. But I will get back to that when we're gonna be talking about my comics. Okay, so we're gonna change the zoom to manual. Zoom, not zoom, focus. So the focus doesn't jump, because that's just a terrible experience. I'm gonna have a sip of water, and then we're gonna draw something. Fan, welcome. You are here, but you're not in the comments, right? Thank you for sending Thunderhammer and your awesome emoji. I still don't hear those alerts. And I checked again, you know, and like TikTok Studio gave some preview of alert. I don't know. But well, it's great if you're, let's see if Fun is here. Yeah, Fun is here, but Fun is very quiet. And it's okay, Fun, you don't have to say anything. Alright. There's 2 people watching on Twitch. Say hi if you're not a bot. And thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and the last topic that we really need to talk about is exactly this. Horizontal versus vertical streams on YouTube. Because I can tell you my experience. Okay, let's draw 2, because that will be fast and easy. And then we're gonna see about other stuff. Can you draw paintbrush from Insanity scarf? I did at least once. You can scroll down my profile and find it. Maybe I'll draw today, but no promises, because I try to draw stuff that I wasn't drawing in the past, unless somebody asks for number 2, which is easy to draw. Thanks for sharing the live. Double tap that heart and share if you can. I hate asking about that, but that's the name of the game. I'm not still chasing all that. TikTok is like, you know, encouraging all the content creators, which apparently I am as well, to participate in goals and, you know, stream longer, and all of that is just for them to get more users on the platform to show you more ads. And I have no monetary incentive of doing that at all. I'll be able to have like subscriptions or something once I reach 10k, and even when I do that, it's gonna be like most of the stuff you can see, and then I'm gonna have some maybe extra behind it. I don't know. Where was I? Can you check YouTube? Can you draw Sprout more from Omori? 10 from B. Can you draw 2? Okay, there you go. That's the one. That's the one I was looking for. Pin comment. Okay, so our second drawing today And then, you know, with the new, hopefully I can zoom in with the new camera and you can see the image much closer to your freaking eyeballs, and it's gonna be better experience, more immersive. I would hope so. So this is for clue, and we are drawing 2 from teapot. Okay, so 2 from teapot, easy peasy. It's the number that got me started with fandom before I even knew about the fandom and about all of the inanimated objects. Because that short video on TikTok, I think it stands at 150,000. So, you know, oh, so many views, but you know, yeah, it's great. I was not able to repeat that success. That was during the summertime. Summertime. I'm a terrible singer. I know. It's a fact, and even worse dancer. When the sun is in. Some people think that these are eyelashes when I draw this, but they are creases in your eyes when you squint. I don't really. I have all those markers, and I keep complaining about them because the variety in the color selection is pretty poor. These are Ohuhu markers, but I think it's like that with all the markers. You buy a set, you're delighted, and then you discover that you have most of the colors that are grays or very dark, and they all look the same, and you only use like 20% of them. All right, so let me just switch off the manual zoom. No, I don't want to auto exposure, not exposure, manual focus. There it is, auto. Okay, we are not normal. I want continuous. Okay, so there you go, clue. This is 2 from teapot for you. Hope you like. So far we have spell book, and we have 2. Now, folks, let me know which topic other than the crossed one would you like you to hear now, because I will talk about that topic before I draw something else. Mossy, please don't spam, okay? Because if you're gonna be requesting the same stuff all the time, you're in a position where you're encouraging me not to draw your request. Send your request only once. Either myself or moderators will see it, and because there's so many people, 11, which is a lot, you know, I cannot fulfill all of the requests. IO, okay. Thanks. Thanks, AMS. All right, so internal objects, comic book. So my biggest difficulty when drawing is that I always overcomplicate stuff. But there's something that it's called minimum proposition value product. Viable product, I think that's what it's called. MVP. You can Google it. You won't, but you can. A minimum viable product, MVP, is the most basic version of a product that is still usable and includes just enough features to satisfy early customers and allow the development team to gather feedback. What it means for a creator is draw a comic as simply as you can just to get it out there. You can always improve along the way or in the future revisions, you know. And when I've been working on this internal comic book, I have 3 pages figured out. It's a world building, right? And I was thinking, okay, I need to color it. But if I'm gonna be coloring, that's gonna take forever as well. So then I thought black and white, but people really won't be as willing to click on something if it's black and white. So I really landed at don't worry about the backgrounds, have like establishing shot, but really focus on the characters, just like in those animated shows. And maybe color the characters with only one simple color and just have black and white background, so it's like more, there's kind of a vibe, you're creating like a visual language and aesthetic to this. Or maybe color background but only with one color and one shade. So kind of that's where I am at the moment. I really would like to draw those 2 pages and share it, and I will this month. There's only like 2 weeks left. And I will be sharing them everywhere. So I plan to make video content out of them, have them on Webtoon and Tapas, and as an image post on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. I'm on those 3 platforms. And maybe make a video as well, but not sure about how well would that perform. I will try everything in my power that I can. So I'm super excited about this. You know, it's based on a part of my life, like all of my comics, but twisted and fictionalized to a T. But many things are personal, and you're gonna find them relatable, if even not then funny and hilarious. And it's gonna be great. I really love the title as well. And I kind of designed it in a way so that that's gonna be good for, it's gonna be good for sharing, you know, because I have, oh, and you know, initially I wanted to draw again on a big sheet of paper, but now I'm just gonna be drawing on A4, so that's small. And I'm gonna have like Watchmen. If you ever read Watchmen, they're gonna be equal, right? So you have 1 page consisting of, and you know, each of those images can be 16 by 9 or something like that. You can share it, or even if it's square, you can also, you know, just make it smaller and share it. And you can also film it, because that's kind of how the phone camera looks. And you can even divide it if you need it, so somebody says one thing, somebody else says the other thing. And 1 page would be one, I don't know if 1 episode really, because I'm planning about 2 pages can. What about the spinning top? Yeah, spinning top, you know, but I don't have spinning top actually figured out, so that would probably be a mess if I draw a spinning top, but I can try. That's a really cool idea. Klepto, I did draw Wagyu from Objectify. You can find it on my channel. And this one was actually one of the best. I'm really excited. One of the better ones that I drew. Where was I? Moderators, if you don't mind next time to pick up one of the requests, because there's so many of them, but let's try this spinning top, why not? So there's the spinning top, right? Why is this jumping? It shouldn't be jumping. I changed the focus not to be manual. Okay, now it won't be jumping. Okay, this is in focus. So we have this spinning top, right? And how we can create a character. So, oh, what name would you give to the spinning top? Any ideas for the name, folks? Let me know in the comments. How we could call the spinning top. So the top part, it's not even it's like the original, right? Because you need to use your creativity, you need to use your imagination, and that's the whole idea. Any ideas about the name? It can be a normal name, you know, it can be a name related to what this item is, like a token, no, something like that, but any. No ideas are bad. And now this one is really, oh sorry, it's really like this, right? So a little bit like this. I really don't know what to do with hands when the body is wider up on the top. Spellbook says they could just be called Spinning Top and people could call it ST for short. Yeah, but that's a good idea. But look at the other names of characters, right? They mostly have one word name, and they need to be memorable and catchy. And Spinning Top, it's kind of a regular name, let's say. It would something that you would assume, like even Kabi that we have, you know, that I drew from that Inanimate Insanity, isn't called cabinet or filing cabinet, right? It has that simple but very effective twist in a name, and that's what makes a great name, and that's what we are looking for. And I'm not saying your idea was bad, no, not at all. It's a process of finding a good name, you know. Never settle on the first idea. Well, sometimes, you know. But explore if you can find a better name. If you don't, you stick with a cool name that you're happy with. Steve. Oh, and it also needs to be Tato says Steve. Not a bad idea either. It also needs to be a name that it's not already kind of a popular with characters from other shows, because there is this as well into equation. I really like Spinny. Actually, hold up. Spinny. Oh, I think we have a good. Klepto. I think that's a. Wait, who said? Was it Klepto or was it Pine Bumps who said Spinny? I think we have a winner. Okay, Pine Bumps. Thank you so much. I think we got it. Okay, so name Pipe Bump. Okay, so Pine Bump, I can only repay you by drawing your request. So we have a Spinny. Spinny will be part of internal objects. There will be webcomic. There will be a elimination involved as well. But first I'm gonna introduce the characters. I'm gonna introduce the world, the location, you know, what it's all about, and then I'm gonna incorporate voting by you, who should be eliminated as well. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. XBFD98, thanks for following the live creator. And also, you know, I'm doing the other live streams not drawing your request, because I try to pivot a little bit from all those object shows, which I do love, but you know, I'm not a one-trick pony. And the trouble with, which is kind of an extra topic here, Pine Bump, I will draw Pine Bump, because you gave me a great idea to call it Spinny. I will. Just give me a second. Hold your horses, as they say. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically you spent ages trying to align algorithm with your work, but algorithm only follows one type of work, and you are like a monkey that you need to repeat the same type of work. You need to double down on it. That's why every content creator you see, most of them are doing the same stuff all over again, and it's crazy. It's soul crushing. So I don't want to be like that, you know, even if it means not gaining followers very fast or something like that. I need to be true to myself and to my artistic expressions, and I have multiple comic books, and these are the closest to my heart, and some other ideas about, you know, making cartoon covers of 80s and 90s movies that I love. and you can see in the bio the 3 comics that I mean. And if you'd like to learn more about them, you can check my Discord link in bio, and I have listed more info about my projects there as well. All right. So just very quickly about horizontal and vertical streams, right? And then I'm gonna draw Pine Bump. So I'm just gonna write down the Pine Bump now before I forget. Pine Bump, love of the S. Love of the... Okay. All right, okay, yes, all right, yes. Okay, folks. So, you know, they always encourage you to stream multiple platforms, right? And I'm streaming YouTube horizontal and vertical. But now the views are kind of split in between those 2 videos, so on my luckiest ones I was getting about 40 views, which I know it's like nothing, but for me it was something. And now I'm getting like less in each of them, but combined more. So like more views is in horizontal YouTube, but I don't know, like I don't get any new subscribers on that. So like for now I think I'm just gonna be continuing doing those horizontal and vertical at the same time, especially when YouTube, you know, makes it easier for the content creators as well. But mainly because of the viewership I stick to TikTok, and because of the possibilities with being a monetized content creator with YouTube. And I would like to work for YouTube as well, if this won't work. All right. So drawing number 4, we might even get less drawings today than 7. Because we ain't going above 1 hour and we are already 47 minutes in. Nor Elliot, I haven't watched Electric Dreams yet, but I'm very close to do it, and I really do want to watch it because it has everything that I like, talking computer, 80s comedy style, you know, I love this stuff, and I'm an 80s child as well. So, can't wait. And I'm really curious, have I watched it in the past and I forgot, but I don't recall. Pipe Bomb. Love of the... Okay, shows already. Ah, it's like a... Okay, I see what it is. Okay. So we are drawing Pipe Bomb now for Pipe Bomb number 1 fun. Ready, steady, and go. Hello. I also need to figure out how to record those drawing sessions so I can create shorts from them when they don't actually record the background music that you hear, but only the drawing. When I'm drawing in Weekly Paint, which is free app that it has sounds when you're drawing. And I'm back at Instagram, which is really strange because I'm not growing there almost. Well, I'm growing there, but you know, crazy slow, like super slow. Like I'm lucky if I get 1 follower on TikTok in a week or a few days. But I am not worried and I'm not caring about that anymore, which is really helpful. Because the less you care, the better you have in life. This Pipe Bomb, it has a teal color, and I don't really have teal. You know, I know because I was looking for teal. I have something that it's mint green, but it's way too kind of a works. Kind of a works. I'm just gonna use this one color because it would take forever to draw it full. That's why I like drawing Kabi, and that's why I will try to keep my characters really simple. I love simplicity in characters. One, they are easier and faster to draw. When you're actually making a comic, they aren't assets that you reuse to animate, you know. And there's a genius in simplicity as well. All right. So here you go. Change the focus to not to manual. Change the focus to, oh come on. Hard to access this, can you see? Tap to zoom. Okay, tap to focus, sorry. So this is Pine Bomb, so let's go through all of those ones. Now we are at 51 minutes mark, so there's gonna be one final request, folks. One final request and we are done for today, 5. And I will let one of my moderators to choose. I think we have some moderators in, right? Or don't we? Fan, are you a moderator? I think you didn't want to be a moderator. Anyhow, so today we drew Spellbook Printer. I'm gonna make an image post from those later, which was awesome. 2. Then I created a Spinny, and Pine Bomb helped with the name. So that's an internal objects character of my webcomic, inanimate object webcomic. We will see how long he lasts. And then we have Pipe Bomb from Love of the SN. Hope you enjoy. Thanks, Nor Elliot. So fun, you aren't a moderator. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick one more. Can you draw Starfruit from Double Down, says Citrus. Citrus I want because you don't follow the main, or maybe you do follow. Nor Elliot, man. Nor Elliot and Citrus. Do not spam messages. How many times I need to say this? Then, because we are out of time, I'm just gonna draw this sprout, alright? Thanks for pinning. This is crazy. Folks, remember, only share a request once and then just hope for the best, okay? So a moderator is gonna pick it up. You don't need to repeat the same that many times, because then you spam messages and I won't see other messages, or the moderator will have harder time to see it. Okay, can we agree on that, please? It's alright, man. It's all good. I get you get excited about stuff, you know. From Omori. Oh, this is so cool. I really like this request. Thank you. Thanks so much. So this will be our final drawing for today. Now remember, if you're not a subscriber, to follow, like, or whatever. Stick to your platform, if it's TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, whenever you're active. You don't need to jump. I have a Discord which you can watch on, which you can find in my bio. And I try to stream 3 times a week, but it's mostly once a week. But I'll try to do it 3 times a week. So today was join your requests. And next time it's gonna be some of my projects. So I'm just gonna be drawing and chatting with you. Hope you will enjoy that. This is such a cool character. I really like it. I'm gonna use this electric green because it's handy. Now I do have a lot of kind of a brownish ones, but I think those are a little bit too dark. Again, the trouble with those markers, man, they're just too dark. And you see how dark this is? I don't have anything that it's lighter, do I? Nothing that would kind of this lighter. This one should do. Look. All right, so let's zoom in on this. So this is the last request for today. No more requests, folks. I don't know if a moderator can say no more requests and pin your own message. If you can, that would be awesome. I'm gonna remove it from the TikTok as well. We are at 6,446 follows. It would be amazing if we could reach 10,000 this year, or even 7. My favorite number is 9. If we could reach 9,000, that would be just crazy. But come on. Oh, it's frozen. Are you frozen? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna show you this. Okay, normal to tap. Zoom. Okay, so this is Sprout Mall for Omori. Thank you so much for the request. You wanna take a screenie of this? I will share them on TikTok as an image post and on YouTube as well, but that's probably gonna be tomorrow. But if you want, you know, better lighting, check out my post tomorrow, either YouTube or TikTok or Instagram even. Thanks, Sams. Thank you so much for being a great moderator. I really appreciate it. We are 56 minutes in, and can I turn off this? Oh, here. Okay, that's turned off. Great. Cancel. Autofocus. Get back to focus. Autofocus. Can you autofocus back? Come on. Okay, great. Yeah. So these are the ones we drew today. It was fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I will say a few last words. I wish you a wonderful rest of the week. If life is tough, don't worry. It's tough for everyone, but they maybe just don't show it. We need to take pleasure in being in a moment, which is very, very difficult. Joy. You're very welcome, Nor Elliot, and once again, thanks for all the comments and nice messages. Where was I? Let's see, are there any chats from... There's hello, oh no, it's Q on Twitch. Thanks so much for watching, I appreciate it. So we have a comment from two, which amazing. And Mao Populare says you should totally draw. Okay, maybe I will next time. If you're in a live chat, tune in next week. So lastly, before we end, just quickly, the Ugreen case for cables is terrible because it's too thick, and when you have a luggage, it's easier to place it when it's flat. So this should be wider but flatter, more flat. Done is going very well. I have two main scenes to finish: the dining scene of my debut comic and the barbecue scene, the final scene. So I've been really advanced with the final scene end of the comic book, and I get burnt out, but then I remember I just need to switch to another scene to get excited again, and I'm working on that middle dinner scene again, which is going very well. I'm super excited. Slow but well, you know. Wow, says Itsikalo, I haven't seen you alive from you so long. Some things change. You're like on a TV. That's so cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm on a TV. This will get better. I will probably remove this, but the TV part, it's from my comic book debut. I will use it as a stream starting soon, or be right back kind of a screen. All right, thanks so much, folks, and hi, Poofy. You're just managed till the end. At the end, jump in. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And now very awkwardly I will be disconnecting from places. I don't have a good setup for disconnecting, so let's try to disconnect from